Morning, dogs. We had another short day and a half rain delay, but we're gonna get going again here. I actually planted 50 acres of beans last night on some really dry ground. There's a pretty good sized rock there that I gotta go grab. We'll grab it with this and then I'll come back, get the land roller, run the Mandako land roller, and then later on I'll move over to the planter. So it's gonna be a big day, busy day. We're gonna be shuffling around a lot. We're gonna have some road time. Better check the oil on this beast. There she is. It wasn't a real big one, but it was sticking up. It wasn't a real big one, but it was sticking up just in the right way to damage a really, really expensive soybean header or a Mandako land roller. This is what we have a lot of around here. This rock is literally the size of a Volkswagen Beetle. There's actually several of those in this field, and this thing is not gonna dig it out. I know because I've tried. There's two more right up here in the same spot. I've tried to dig them out a couple of times with this and I can't even budge them. We actually need an excavator to come out and dig them out, but they're just gonna kind of hibernate there for the time being. You'll notice the rest of the field really doesn't have rocks in it. There's really no rocks in here that a person would pick by hand. We just have those dozen rocks or so in each field that are so big you can't pick them by hand, but you need them off the field. People ask me where they come from. How do these rocks just suddenly appear? They're under the soil and the freeze-thaw effect. So when our ground freezes and then thaws, that slowly pushes them upward throughout time, and eventually our tillage hooks them and rolls them out. And that's why we have to pick them every year. That's how these rocks suddenly appear. They don't actually fall from the sky, as somebody pointed out he thought was happening. So while this style of rock picker does seem like a really slow waste of time to a lot of farmers around the world, it is in fact quite essential around this part. These parts, this area, around here, yonder. I'm back, Didge. What do you think? You're not scared of the camera this morning? Got that field clear of rocks that are sticking up, at least the ones I can grab anyway, so now it's onto the land roller. I get a lot of questions about why we run the roller. What is the advantage of it? What's the purpose of it? The main purpose is because it makes for a better harvest. It will push down the root balls and the residue and the rows that the planter pushes up and level the field off really nicely. That way when you come by in the fall with the soybean header, the combine, you're cutting right at the ground, because a lot of times soybean pods will be right down to the ground, and obviously you want to catch as many of those pods as you possibly can. This makes it easier to do that, to run the soybean header right on the ground without the risk of picking up rocks and stuff like that, because as we all know, getting rocks into a soybean header can be awfully expensive. Which means that this does the obvious and also pushes down the small rocks if there are any out there, which there are. That 50 acres is done. Time to head over to the 8RX and the planter, get some real work done. What's up? Time to get some real work done with this thing, throw some more beans in the ground. We're down to about 600 acres of beans left, so it shouldn't take us too long. Hey, what are you doing wandering out onto the farm in your pajamas? What'd you find? Oh, cool. Isla's decided she's gonna come with me. Anna, are you gonna come with? No? All right, I'll get this door open for you. School lunch is here, Anna. Are you gonna?
I'm gonna go back down.
What? You're already leaving me? It's school lunch, I mean.
School lunch.
You gonna eat it? Okay. You actually want what?
You to drive me up.
You want to, you want me to give you a ride up to the house? Okay, seems efficient. I did not know this, but I'm told that this should start the tractor, just to cycle the key. And hey, look at that. That's cool, huh? Isla, look at that good puppy down there. She won't leave you. She's trained to keep you safe and she will not leave your side. She wants to be in here with us. Okay, Isla, you're here. All right, you have a good day, okay? I was handed a student. I guess we got to do some homeschool on the go in this mobile classroom. There are a lot of rocks in this little 40-acre corner of this field. For some reason, way more than normal. But that's not a rock. Oh, I see the problem. It's got a hole in it right here, right there.
So?
Hey, are you aware that we're missing a tire on that VT tool?
A tire?
Yeah, the sidewall blew out on the 40 over here and it's laying in the field.
No, that's the tire from the ripper last fall.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Ah, okay, well that makes it easier. That explains some things. Well, that was an easy fix. Anybody in there? Oh, nope. All right, Onyx, Mom's here. I gotta go home with her and load a truck and get the seed tender. We got almost 80 acres down on the day, and I'm running short. Off, 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 off. Somebody else beat you to that mound? Doggone it. One to load. Thanks, Mrs. MFer.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Oh, can I not?
I don't know.
Thanks, Becky.
Yep, you're welcome.
Toodles, Onyx.
Bye.
Bye. Well, the trucks are being loaded out a lot faster than we expected, which is a good thing. Now I need some seed. Check this out, guys. Just when you thought this J&M conveyor had it all, little did you know, it's got a millennial jack. That really saves on my dainty arms, keeps my hands from getting calloused. It's nice. The tanks are pretty even now, so I'm just gonna go ahead and set up the auto dispense here to keep them even. Auto dispense. One field down.
A police officer's interpretation of that, of a role.
This is Millennial Farmer. That sure looks like a beautiful sunset setting up.
It's beautiful.
It's beautiful.
It's so romantic.
I know. It's like just the beautiful, perfect, rural, picturesque couple that we are.
Yeah.
You're not on the phone arguing with Onyx or the children about the internet service at home.
Not at all.
Everything's just wonderful.
It's beautiful.
You gotta go?
Yeah.
All right, well, it's a good time to take an Instagram sunset picture anyway, so.
Can you direct me to the ladies' room?
Yeah, it's around the right side. Men's room's over here. Ladies' room is over here.
They need one. That might be a bit excessive.
Because you don't need a two.
No, it's just number one.
All right, make sure you knock first, because there was somebody in this one earlier.
In the ladies?
No, in the men's room.
Oh, good.
I'd never checked the ladies. Why would I try and get in there? I'm willing to bet my great-grandpa did this the same way. But he had different horses. How was it?
I'm going to give her 1-star rating. It was cold. There was no garbage can. And the sink didn't work.
You heard her, John dear. Stop looking at us, swans. It's about time to light this candle. There we go. And we got our options on the screen here, so we can individualize. Individual. Red sky at night. Instagram farmer's delight. That's how that old saying goes, right?
I don't think so. I think it's actually sailor's delight. But I don't know any sailors, so I guess that works.
9 o'clock at night, they filled up the seed tender for me and they parked it backwards. Who does that to a guy? I'm starting to wish that I had a coat along with me. Farming. You know, when we started talking about this thing, we discussed having a pizza oven and a beer fridge on it. But it doesn't have either one now, does it, Kent? That beer fridge could come in awfully handy right about now. Man, this thing, the camera doesn't do it justice. The lighting on this thing is insane. If you're over there, you definitely think this is a spaceship. I think we'll park this thing by the diesel barrel because it's gonna be 10 o'clock already by the time I get home. We'll come out and do something tomorrow here.